Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to. My name is Mo. If you are interested in enhancing your life through the use of powerful affirmations, subliminals, femininity chit chat, then this space is perfect for you. Just in case no one told you today, I just wanted to say that I think you are beautiful and I love you, okay? Now let us get into this topic. Now, if you are here, you know that we are currently in a series that I call the 12 Days of Chit-Chat. Now let us get into this topic. I gotta prepare myself for this. So I was on Twitter, just scrolling, and I see this one post, right? And I was like, what's this? And the post comes up, right? And it's something that we've talked about here on this channel before, but I was like, I really have to talk about this. So basically the tweet said, when did you know that your best friend secretly hated you? It was something of that nature. I'm paraphrasing, but I'll put the tweet on screen so you can see what I mean. When I checked that tweet initially, it had maybe over 24 million views. As of right now, as I'm filming this video, it has like 66 point something million views. Ladies, in today's video, I'm going to give you all certain signs that your BFF secretly hates you, okay? But before that, I wanted to touch on certain things. Now, what inspired this video today is that tweet. Now, I've told you guys I've made a video. I have a video here on my channel called Jealousy and Envy and like signs and all of that. I'm gonna link it below and attach it to this video so that you all can watch that video. So when I saw this tweet, I went down this rabbit hole of reading the comments and reading the quoted comments, because it's the quoted comments where you find like really what's going on. And oh my goodness. Oh my God. Honestly, this tweet kind of shows that when people come on here to talk about envy, jealousy, hatred from people, that they're just not imagining things like this. These are things that are actually happening in this world, okay? And I know sometimes it's hard for people to really imagine that things like this can happen, but it is. Not only is it hard for people to imagine that things like this can happen, it's hard for them to imagine that things like this can't happen coming from the people that are close to them or people that they call friends. Now, I don't want to advise you all to go read those tweets, but the comments that I was reading through and the quoted comments that I was seeing from that one particular tweet was just terrifying. That tweet was just reading all these girls' stories was kind of scary. It was, because it's hard for certain women, especially when you consider people close to you or consider people like friends, best friends. It's traumatizing when you realize that someone you put such faith and trust in doesn't really like you like that, okay? And it's really scary. It is. We love and care about people. We put them on a pedestal. It's something that as humans we usually do. We'll put them on a pedestal and it causes us to it's like we are blinded by the things that they do. With that being said, in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the signs that the person that you are calling a BFF doesn't like you, or hates you, or is jealous of you. Not just jealous of you, hates you, okay? So, and I just wanted to say something. Do I believe that all women are like this? I don't. I really don't. I've met some of the sweetest and most loving and kind and most giving, I've met amazing women in my life. That's what I'm trying to say. And I've met women who are genuinely for women. But on the opposite side, I've also met women that are like, you just don't want to be around them. You don't. It's not funny, but I don't want to make this video to scare people. I don't want you to feel like, oh, all women are like this. Is it hard to build community with women in the times that we're living in? It might seem that way, but I genuinely believe that it is possible, okay? Think about it this way. If you're a good person and if you are showing up the best way that you can, there's someone out there who is also in that energy and frequency. So it's all about aligning and finding your tribe of people. Sometimes it takes longer for other people, but ladies, it is possible. But with that being said, let me get into this video. I've made a video called Jealousy and Envy. Make sure to check that video out. Some of the things I mentioned there, I might mention here, but you might want to watch the two videos because there's certain things that I'm not going to mention here that are on that video. Make sure to check out that video, all right? So, number one, they don't show up for you. As a best friend, if you consider someone your best friend, you call them like they're the first line of defense. Signs that your best friend does not like you is like they're not there. When you look around, they're literally nowhere to be found. They're not there. They don't show up for you emotionally. They don't show up for you physically. They don't show up for you mentally. They don't hold space for you. If someone is your best friend, you shouldn't question if they will be there. You just know that they will be there for you. I'm not saying this from a codependent side of things. I'm saying this as when you put a level of trust in someone, when you put yourself out there, and when you build a connection with someone on a best friend level, they're there for you. You depend on them. You rely on them. The friendship that I know and the friendship that I would aspire to build with anybody is that on some level we're able to show up for each other. Number two, they hate the way other people love you. Why, as a best friend, why are you rolling your eyes when people are complimenting me? Why? If someone is giving me a compliment, why are you like, it's like they don't say it, but it's in the facial expression. They hate the way that other people praise you. And this can go back and forth because sometimes some people might call themselves your best friend and they can be praising you to your face, but they're your biggest hater behind your back. They hate the way that other people love you, the way other people speak highly of you, the way other people compliment you, the way other people just pour good on your name. If you are best friends with someone, under no circumstances, yes, jealousy is an emotion we all experience, but what are you doing with that emotion? Is it turning into envy? Is it turning into hatred? As women in friendships, you should have some level of security. It just shows the level of insecurity a person has when they can't be there for you and when they don't accept the way that other people pour into you. A secure woman will see that and also praise you, because praising you takes nothing away from her own praise, from her own light. If you have a best friend and she's rolling her eyes every time someone, compliments your look, your makeup, your hair, your whatever, your personality, your character, if she's rolling her eyes, if she's just sitting there quiet, because that's the thing too, it doesn't necessarily have to be rolling eyes. They can just sit down there and just say nothing. So that is also a way to know that your BFF, I'm not saying they hate you, but do they like you? Yo, it was so scary reading those comments. Oh my goodness, oh my God. Anyways, going back to what I was saying. The next one I would say is that they use you to elevate their lives. Okay? They use you to elevate their lives. If you find yourself in a position where it seems like every time they're around, they want to take more from you than they want to add to you, this is not a good sign. Friendship should be a two-way street. I'm not talking tick for tack. I'm not talking transactional. I'm talking about balancing the cups, okay? If I'm pouring into you, you on some level pour into me as well. Equal give and take. That's it. When someone doesn't like you, they're there to either monitor you, take from you, or to cause chaos or wreak havoc in your lives. One of these things. One of the ways to show that your friend does not like you, your BFF doesn't like you, is that they're there to use you. They're there to collect information. They're there to collect money. They're there to collect whatever they're there to collect, okay? And then when you sit back and reevaluate, you're like, what does this person How does this person even add to my life? They're comfortable taking from you than they are giving to you. Your best friend should continuously pour into you. And as you continuously pour into them, they insult you indirectly or directly. And this is the one that goes over a lot of people's head because, you know, we tend to laugh it off. We tend to, oh, that's how she is. You know, that's how she acts. You know, it's okay. They insult you directly or indirectly. Girl, you're so stupid. Why would you do that? Oh my God, you're such a dummy. I mean, it's not that hard. Most times when you figure out someone doesn't like you, the signs have always been there in the beginning. So it's like those insults that was like, girl, I'm just kidding. Girl, you know I didn't mean it like that. Or they do something that is so embarrassing for you, to you, and then laugh it off. They throw digs at you and laugh it off. And they always laugh it off like, oh, you're so sensitive. Oh, you're so this. Oh, you're so that. Like, someone that doesn't like you is indirectly or directly insulting you. You just gotta open up your ears to listen to it. They compete with you. Now, because I've talked about this in my jealousy and envy video, I'm not really gonna go too much in depth about this one, but you all know they are competing with you. If you buy a blue shirt from Target, the next day they're coming up with a blue shirt from Versace or a blue Prada shirt. Pretty much they're trying to one-up you. If you have someone in your life where when you do one thing, they do the next thing. You do one thing, they do the next thing. This people, this person, this particular person is not someone that likes you. Do people that compete with you like you? That is a genuine question. Do people that like you compete with you? Okay, they can get inspired by you, but competing with you is, I want to beat you and you're not better than me, I'm better than you. You know that hostility like kind of feeling? So people that don't like you are competing with you. You got to think about it this way. Someone that genuinely likes you is not competing with you. The thing I wanted to talk about is that they don't defend your name. I think I mentioned this earlier when I talked about they hate the way other people love you, and then they sit down there when people are praising you. The opposite, when people are talking bad about you, this is them. This is your so-called BFF. This is how they act. This is how they act. They don't speak up for you. They don't defend you. If your BFF really hates you, they are adding to the mess that is being talked about you. They are adding fuel to the fire. If anything, they're starting the conversation. They are starting the conversation, if anything. They know enough to correct people when they're wrong. They know enough to speak highly of you. They know enough to check people when they talk bad about you, but they sit there quiet. When someone is your best friend, they show up for you, especially when people are talking badly about you. They don't even, let me tell you all something. People aren't bold enough to talk about you when your best friend is in the room. They're not even gonna bring up your name because they just know that the whole place is about to get shut down. People won't be confident enough to even mention your name in a negative light because, listen, her best friend is here and she will shut this place down. Don't bring up her name. If I have a best friend, or if you have a best friend, ladies, why are people comfortable enough to talk badly about you in their presence? You ever have someone in your life that is always reporting what people said about you to you? Girl, I heard this about you. Girl, she said this about you. Girl, they posted this about you. Always screenshotting, whatever, sending it to you. Do you know what that does to a person's mental health when you are constantly seeing bad things written and said about you? Why are people comfortable enough to talk talk poorly about you when their so-called BFF is in the room. Okay? And they're not checking them. You gotta just ask yourself these questions. Why is someone gonna talk bad about you and your BFF really just sits there like a mute? When someone doesn't like you, they look at you. Literally, they look at you. Like literally, it's that simple and weird in the same sense. Like, they look at you. Have you ever like known that someone doesn't like you and then you turn your head, they're turning their head away? It's like when you're not watching, they're studying, they're looking at you, they're looking at every inch of you, they're analyzing you. They're, in the spiritual community, I guess we'll say, they're evil eyeing you. They're literally sending energy towards you when they just look at you, and negative thoughts are appearing in their mind. Negative thoughts are when they look at you, and negative thoughts are just flowing. That is energy. That is literally energy being sent your way. When someone doesn't like you, please, ladies, pay attention to this. There is a reason why I'm so heavy on jealousy and envy, because this is a real thing. When I was reading through those comment section, yikes, these things are real. There are certain people that aren't happy with their lives. There are certain people that don't see their light. There are some people that are just angry by life circumstances. And rather than dealing with it, they find other people to project onto. And sometimes you might be that scapegoat by just living in your truth, by just being yourself, by just embracing your own life and your own circumstances. When I saw that tweet, I was like, there are women, like the 60 million views, women in the comment section just writing experiences about this, about hatred, about jealousy. So please, ladies, like, I know sometimes when we love and care about people, we put them on a pedestal. Sometimes take a step back from your emotions and actually analyze what is being presented to you. Do not ignore your intuition, because your intuition might just save your life. Sometimes it is that serious when it comes to jealousy and envy. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. All right, ladies? Thank you all so much for stopping by. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Ladies, do not forget to stay blessed and beautiful, and I will see you in my next video, all right? Bye.